Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 2, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 5, Chapter 4. The Tripuras are initiated in the Shiva Puran. Vakratul Mahakaya Suryakoti Samprabha Niraviganam Kramidiva Sarvakaya Sushapo Nekadantai Vakratunai. That's it. Sanat Kumar said, for causing obstacles in their virtuous activities, Vishnu of great brilliance created a Purusa, born of himself. He had shaven head, wore dirty clothes, held a woven wicker vessel in his hand and a roll of cotton in his hand, which he shook at every step. His hands tucking up the cloth were weak. His face was pale and weak. In a faltering voice he was muttering, Dharma, Dharma. He bowed to Vishnu and stood in front of him. He spoke to Vishnu with hands joined in reverence. O laudable, revered one, please tell me what my names are and what my place shall be. On hearing these auspicious words, Lord Vishnu became delighted and spoke these words. Vishnu said, O intelligent one, born of me, you are certainly identical with me in form. Know why you have been created. I shall tell you. You are born of me. You can perform my task. You are my own. Certainly, you will be worthy of worship always. Let your name be Arihat. You will have other auspicious names too. I shall assign to you a place afterwards. Now hear with reverence what is relevant to the context. O you who wield Maya, create a deceptive sacred text of 1,600,000 verses, contrary to Shrutis and Smritis, wherein Varanas and Ashramas shall be eschewed. Let that holy text be in Apabhramsa language. Let there be emphasis on actions. You shall strain yourself to extend it further. I shall bestow on you the ability to create it. Different kinds of magic arts shall be subservient to you. On hearing the words of Vishnu, the great soul, the Maya Purusa bowed to and replied to Vishnu. The shaven head said, O Lord, command me quickly what I shall do. At your bidding, all activities shall be fruitful. Sanat Kumar said, saying this, he recited the main tenet. In the deceptive philosophy, heaven and hell are functioning here itself. Remembering the lotus-like feet of Shiva, Vishnu told him again, these asuras, the residents of the three cities, shall be deluded. O intelligent one, they shall be initiated by you. They shall be taught strenuously. At my bidding, you will incur no sin on that account. O ascetic, no doubt, Vedic and Smarta rites flourish and shine there. But these shall certainly be exploded through this Vidya. O you with shaven head, you shall go there for destroying the residents of the three cities. Revealing the Tamasika rites, destroy the three cities. After that, O great one, you shall go to the desert region and stay there carrying on your own duties and activities till the advent of the Kali age. When the Kali age begins, let your dharma be revealed. You shall then continue to do so by means of disciples and disciples. At my bidding, your cult shall certainly expand. Depending upon my permission and direction, you will attain me as your goal. At the bidding of the Lord Shiva, transmitted through the thought process, Vishnu the powerful commanded him thus and vanish. Then the ascetic of shaven head, acting in accordance with Vishnu's behest, created 4 disciples of the like form as himself and taught them the deceptive cult. The 4 disciples had shaven heads and were of auspicious features. They bowed to Vishnu, the great soul, and stood waiting. O sage, the delighted Vishnu too, who carries out the behests of Shiva, spoke to those 4 disciples. Just as your preceptor, you too will become blessed at my bidding. There is no doubt in this that you will attain good goal. The 4 disciples with shaven heads followed the heretic cult. They had the wicker vessel in their hands. They covered their mouths with a piece of cloth. They habitually wore dirty clothes. They did not talk much. Delightedly, they used to speak dharma in this great gain, the true essence, and some similar words. They held a besom broom made of pieces of cloth. They used to walk step by step very slowly because they were afraid of injuring living beings. O sage, with great joy, they bowed to the Lord and stood in front of him. They were grasped by the hand of Vishnu and formally entrusted to the preceptor. Their names too were announced by him particularly and lovingly. Just as you, these two also belong to me. The initial prefix to their names shall be the word puja, because they are worthy of respect. Let the names Rishi, Yati, Acharya, and Upadhyaya also be well-known appendages to you all. My names shall also be assumed by you. The auspicious name Arihat shall be considered destructive of sins. All activities conducive to the happiness of the worlds shall be performed by you. The goal of those who carry on activities favorable to the worlds shall become excellent. Sanat Kumara said. Then, bowing to Vishnu, who carried out the wishes of Shiva, the deceptive sage went joyously to the 3 cities, accompanied by his disciples. Urged by Vishnu of great magic, that sage of great self-control entered the 3 cities and created illusion. Stationing himself in a garden at the outskirts of the city, accompanied by his disciples, he set his magic in motion. That was powerful enough to fascinate even the expert magicians. O sage, his magic was ineffective in the 3 cities by virtue of Shiva's worship. Then the heretic sage became distressed. He mentally remembered and eulogized Vishnu many times with an aching heart. He had been so dispirited and listless. On being remembered by him, Vishnu mentally thought of Shiva, receiving his behest by the process of thought forms. He remembered Narada. Immediately after, Narada approached Vishnu. After bowing to him and eulogizing him, he stood before Vishnu with palms joined in reverence. Vishnu, the foremost among the intelligent and who always carried out the task of the gods and who was engaged in rendering help to the words, spoke to Narada then. O dear, this is being mentioned to you at the bidding of Shiva. Go to the 3 cities immediately. The sage has gone there already for deluding the residents of the cities. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing his words, Narada, the excellent sage, went there quickly, where the ascetic expert in magic was stationed. Narada, an expert in magic, at the bidding of the Lord, an expert in the art of illusion, entered the 3 cities along with the deceptive sage and got himself initiated. Then Narada approached the Lord of the 3 cities. After the preliminary inquiries about his health and welfare, he spoke to the king. Narada said, O certain sage, very virtuous and excellent master of laws, has arrived here. He possesses complete knowledge of the Vedic law. Many cults have been observed by me, but none of them is like his. Seeing the eternal virtue in this cult, we have got ourselves initiated into it. O great king, O excellent Asuras, if you have any interest in that cult, you shall get yourself initiated into it. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing his words full of significance, the lord of the Asuras was deluded and exclaimed with surprise in his heart, since Narada has been initiated, we too shall be initiated. Resolving this, the Asura approached the sage. On seeing his features, the Asura was deluded by his magic. After bowing to him, B spoke thus. The Tripura ruler said, O sage of pure mind, you shall perform my initiation. I shall become your disciple. True. It is undoubtedly true. On hearing the frank words of the ruler of the Asuras, the heretic sage, professing to be eternal, spoke empathetically. O excellent Asura, if you are prepared to act according to my behest, I shall initiate you. Otherwise, not even if you strive for a number of times. On hearing these words, the king was deluded by magic. With palms joined in reverence, he immediately replied to the sage. The Asura said, I shall carry out whatever command you and please to give. I will not transgress your orders. True, it is certainly true. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing the words of the Tripura ruler, the excellent sage removed the cloth from his mouth and said, O Lord of Asuras, take initiation in this most excellent of all cults. By this initiation you will become contented. Sanat Kumara said, saying thus, the deceptive sage immediately performed the initiation of the ruler of the Asuras in accordance with his cult, observing all rules. O sage, when the ruler of the Asuras was initiated, along with his brothers and residents of the 3 cities too, got themselves initiated. O sage, the entire Tripuras were filled with the line of disciples of the sage, an expert in great art of illusion. Footnotes. 184. According to the present context, Vishnu created a delusive teacher called Maya Moha, who created a Maya Sastra of 16 lakhs of slokas in Apa Brahmsa, preaching Jina Dharma. For misguiding the Asuras, Maya Moha created 4 sorts of preachers for the propagation of Jina Dharma. He preached non-violence, forbade Shrauta and Smarta rituals, discarded Varnasrama system, created an order for women that resulted in leaving their home and leading the life of nuns. In some versions, the role is assigned to Brihaspati, the preceptor of the gods, who in the guise of their preceptor, Shukra, deluded the Asuras. For details, see Maya Moha Prakarana in Padma, Vishnu, Linga, Matsya, etc. 185. The reading should this is in Hindi. I'm trying to read it. Shod Shahar Trakam, found in the printed editions of Shiva Purana, is incorrect. On the authority of Matsya Purana, chapter 24, we have adopted the reading. Shod Shal Kashakam, and translated accordingly. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Purandanatam Vyumveshanatam Jagannatanatam Sarananda Bhajam Putipatam Veshwaram Bhutaratam Shivam Shankaram Shapumeshanamide Om Kapura Gaudam Karunavataram Sansara Sadam Bhujagendraharam Sadavasantam Hridyardande Pavam Vami Saitam Namami Om Namah Parvati Pate Hara Hara Mahadeva Ki Jai Om Jum Sabur Santiram Makame Jamis Kana Pushti Varanam Ulavar Kame Vabanam Choksham Swam. Jiddi Mangalakali, Padrakali Kapali, Durga Kashmashi Padatri Swaha Swatha Namasri. Om Tima Mata Chapitatu, Tima Bandusha Jasakatu, Tima Vidya Tribinantu, Tima Saravam, Tima Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsa.